The students, since I've been tutoring, they all do really well. So that's the only problem, is usually the curve isn't as much since I've been tutoring, just because the students do so much better right now.
I think this
so
semester
do we just pay you so this way you always come work with us and no one else?
I usually give the students that start the earliest and I spend most of the time with priority when it starts getting pretty busy, because I get pretty packed. Okay, so starting up here at the chest, you have this one that comes across the front. That's your pectoantebrachialis. You can follow with your cat. Do you have a, do you need a probe?
Yeah. Go over on this side so we know for sure we're
Yeah.
getting the right ones. I'm going to go to her side.
Pectoantebrachialis.
I think. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Right under that, you have your pectoralis major, and that one is smaller than the minor. So pectoralis major, and then your pectoralis minor.
Why? So the major is only because this is the one doing most of the work, then not because of the size.
Or because it's on top.
Okay.
Okay.
Never mind.
Pectoralis major,
Pectoralis
pectoralis minor.
minor.
Then you have your Xiphi humoralis. Now, he went over in the beginning how muscles are named, right?
Yes.
Did he do that? Okay. So some are named by insertion and origin. And that's another thing when you're studying the cat, and especially when you're in the test. A lot of these, the names are similar. And I'm going to point the ones out that are similar and how to remember which one is which. But you need to make sure that when you're testing, you make sure you read the word, okay? Because a lot of them are real similar. He will put muscles on there that don't even exist. They might sound correct, but they're not. So you need to make sure you're looking. A good thing to do when you're studying, when you associate what you're saying to what is written, you can associate it a little better. If you use a list, the list that I like you to use is the alphabetical list.
Okay.
You can make it like, when you pin the cat, you can use it as a key, but don't write too many notes on it, because later on when you take those pins out, because you do have to take them out before the test, because a pinned cat will look different than a cat that's not pinned. Okay. When you take those pins out, you can use that list on a cat that's not pinned, and say you're trying to figure out what this muscle is right here. If you pull that off an alphabetical list that's random, and you can get this muscle off a list of 95 muscles and get it right, you're doing great, because you only need to pick off 5. Does that make sense?
Something right there, right?
No. It's around there, but that's not it. It's right here. So that list is useful. Just don't make too many notes on it.
Okay.
Okay.
Make copies of that list.
Yeah, definitely, and use it to study. If you guys do pin your cat, I think it's okay to start that way, but it's not okay to finish that way, because when you have a cat that's fully pinned, every muscle you need to know is pinned. Okay, so when you get down into your butt, you know what muscles you need to know because they're marked. But once you pull that out and you got to figure out what muscles are what without a pin, that's a completely different story.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay,
that's true.
so at the end, I'm going to make you pull them out. And then we're going to do it without them. And if we study long enough, towards the end, I'll even do a mock test with you guys.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
And
great.
we'll use 3 pins, and we'll just spend the whole session just trying to get through all the muscles and internal organs with that, and I'll time you for 3 minutes. Okay? Okay, so Xiphi humoralis. And then we come around here to the back. You guys know the latissimus dorsi here. I'm going to give you guys lots of acronyms. Okay, so acronyms are going to help you. Make sure you know them. Okay? Latissimus dorsi. So now we're going to come up here to our trapezius muscles. Okay? Our cat has how many? How many trapezius does our cat have?
2,
3.
3.
We have 1. Cat has 3. Now for every trapezius that the cat has, it has a matching deltoid, meaning the name is the same, except instead of a trapezius, it's now a deltoid. Okay? These ones I like you to go from up at the head, the cervical, down. These go in order as cats are special. C-A-N-S.
This is
Okay?
our special cats.
Cats are special. Okay?
Look at it.
This is not a trapezius muscle, so this is not part of the acronym.
So
okay? Cats are special.
Special.
Now, trapezius come along the spine, correct? Deltoids are along the shoulder, right? This is your deltoid here, where you get your shot. First one, which is the cat's, this is your clavotrapezius, because we're up here against the spine.
So this is right here is a whole different.
Comes from here up
Up.
is clavotrapezius. So it looks like one muscle, but it's 2. We'll get to the other one in a minute. Clavotrapezius is here. This is your A. So this is your acromiotrapezius. Your special spinotrapezius. Okay? Now, when you're in the test, do you need to remember the exact name of all of them? No. If he has this middle one pinned, you just go cats are special. You know this is your A. What's your A? Your acromiotrapezius. Okay, so it'll make it go a little faster
And then
for you.
this is clavicle, acromiacal, spinal. So
Now, in between your clavicle and your acromiotrapezius is that muscle that's right here. Mine's broken, but yours is in one piece. This muscle is named for what it does. It's a levator scapula ventralis. So it just lifts the scapula up.
this one,
Uh-huh. It's that
Okay.
one.
This one?
Yes, that one.
So this is
levator
the
scapula ventralis.
Clavotrapezius, acromio, spino, and this is the levator scapula ventralis.
Come on, I'm not
Okay.
going to get over here too so I could see.
If you want, while he's talking, we'll lift it up on our cat.
When we come along the deltoids, you have to be careful and make sure you stay along the shoulder. It's real easy to start here and tend to go down the arm, and you end up down here in the triceps. And when you do that, you're going to kind of confuse yourself. Okay. So now this muscle that looks like one large muscle,
This one.
it comes here at the clavicle and up towards the neck is your clavotrapezius, but from there down
Here.
is your clavobrachialis. This has two names. It's a clavobrachialis and a clavodeltoid. Okay? On your list, it says clavobrachialis and deltoid in parentheses. I'm not sure how it's going to be on the test. You can put either or both.
So clavobrachialis or
It might say
clavodeltoid.
clavobrachialis with deltoid in parentheses. It might just say clavobrachialis. It might
Clavotrapezius.
just say clavodeltoid.
Okay.
Okay?
Is this kind of the cutoff mark right here?
Yeah, you can see
There's like a little
interventions.
line?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Right next to that, see this muscle right here?
Right here.
This is your A. That's your R. So you have cats, R. That's your acromio.
Cats,
Acromio
R.
what?
Acromiodeltoid?
Yes.
Deltoid.
Your special is this football right here.
That's
So that would be a,
Spinal deltoid.
yes, spinal deltoid. So you have cats, R special up here.
Cats
Cats are special here.
Cats are special.
Now if you look, you see where your clavotrapezius ends there?
Mm-hmm.
See where your spinotrapezius and your acromiotrapezius end here?
Mm-hmm.
Your deltoids follow that.
Okay.
You
so
look
it's
at the
following
line.
This.
Right. You see the line here? You have a deltoid there. You see the line here? You have a deltoid here and here. So you got to make sure you stay along that line when you're doing your deltoids and your trapezius.
Trapezius.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
That way you don't end up down here in your triceps and you're like, what the heck am I looking at? Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So now we look at triceps. You have
wanna-
3 heads to your triceps. That's this part back here. Okay. The one, you only need to remember one, and if you remember this one and pick it up no matter what is pinned, you're not going to get confused on the other 2. Okay, so we have a lateral, long, and medial head, right? So lateral means what?
The side.
So the head on the side is this one, right?
So
This is
this
the
is
side of the
lateral.
arm. This is your lateral head.
Lateral
So
head.
from there, you'll be able to guess which side is long and medial.
Medial in here.
Medial.
Would be the middle.
And then long.
Long is on the back. Does that make sense?
You know, I should call my son over here to hold this camera so I
Okay.
could see, because I'm not paying.
Yeah.
Do you want me to record?
If you can do both, because you know I can't.
I
Could
can.
you name this again?
We can, and we can video later if you want to. So this would be, which one is this?
That's lateral.
Lateral. So that you have lateral, long, and medial.
Okay.
And then medial.
So that would what would this one be?
Long.
Long. That one would be
Medial.
Medial. So if you always pick up the lateral head, because these are both L's, if you always pick up this lateral one, just find it because you know it's the side of the arm. You're not going to miss it, even if you don't remember the names of these 2. Even if you have to look on a list. So if he has this one pinned and you pick up your lateral,
You know that's the long.
right? Why? Because you know your medial's in the middle. Okay, so
And
you'll
you can
always
see the
be able to
medial.
pick that off of a multiple choice if you always pick up the lateral. Okay.
Okay.
Now you have 3 muscles with the name brachial in it. Okay. Do you know where your brachial artery is?
Right.
It's up in here.
Oh, you already got
It's
good.
up in here. Okay. This is actually, I think it's like the subclavial area too, but it's also brachial. You have 3 muscles with the name brachial in it. 2 of those muscles tell you exactly where they are. Okay. One of them is the clavobrachialis. Comes from the clavicle to the brachial. You have a brachial radialis, so that would come from the brachial to the radial.
radius.
Then you have a brachialis.
Brachialis. Is that just going to be from? Well, I'll let you
Just
go.
there, right here. You see your acromial deltoid right